just dismiss it and be like, I don't care about that, or this is not for me, this is not my kind of content. But I am here to tell you that mental health is for everyone. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is therapist Maryanne, and welcome to my space, which is all about mental health awareness. So happy new month of May, and it being the month of May, it is also the mental health awareness month. And in this spirit, I am going to be shedding more light on what mental health is, how to look for signs when one is not mentally healthy, and how to be able to seek help and even just promote your mental health in general. So stay tuned for more videos on this. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the importance of mental health. The reason for this is because maybe in your mind you may be wondering why mental health, or when you hear about mental health you just dismiss it and be like, I don't care about that, or this is not for me, this is not my kind of content. But I am here to tell you that mental health is for everyone. And when I mean mental health is for everyone, I mean that everyone should be able to know about it and even contribute to this. So, first of all, mental health is described as emotional, psychological, and social well-being. So when you hear about mental health, it doesn't mean the absence of mental illness. Or even some people just associate mental health with mental illness and be like, if I am not suffering from it, or if my loved one is not suffering, then I have no business knowing about it. However, mental health is a continuum. It's not an either or. So you may have a few mental health struggles, mental health issues, and to the extreme, maybe you may have mental disorders, and this is totally okay. So when you are suffering, it is okay to seek help so that you can be able to improve on that, learn how to cope, and just simply move on with life. So the first importance of mental health is that you're able to live a meaningful life. So I personally believe, and it is a fact, that everyone was created for a purpose. You're in this universe for a purpose. There's actually a quote that says the most important days in your life is the day you are born and the day you realize why. So when you realize your purpose in this life, then you are able to find out how you can be able to fulfill this before leaving out of this world. Okay, so when you are mentally healthy, you're able to identify the purpose for which you were created and then be able to accomplish this, and by the end of it all, you will have lived a meaningful and purposeful life. The second thing is that you are able to have better social relationships. And when I mean this, it also refers to a relationship with yourself and then a relationship with other people. So when you're mentally healthy, you're able to create maybe new friendships, you're able to relate well with family members, workmates, colleagues, your bosses, everyone that you meet around you. You can be able to create a good relationship with them depending on what kind of relationship you have. And even yourself, you can be able to relate well with yourself, treat yourself well. And when you are suffering from mental health issues, then you cannot be able to have these kinds of relationships. Maybe you might be in conflict all the time, you don't know how to handle it, you keep having breakups with everyone you meet. Maybe you are not able to maintain relationships, or even you may not know how to create new relationships, and that is why mental health is important. So the other reason why mental health is important is it helps us be able to face and deal with the challenges in life. Talking of challenges, I know we all have different challenges, whether it is back at home, at your workplace, in school, generally when you're going about with life, you may face different challenges, and when you're mentally healthy, then you're able to face these challenges accordingly and in a positive way. So you're able to find good coping mechanisms and move along with life. So you find things like, let's say, the recent COVID-19, it has caused a lot of challenges, and it is unfortunately a pandemic that we are all going through, but you can either choose to let it stop your life, or you can be able to find a way to adapt and move accordingly, maybe reinvent yourself, maybe how to be able to deal with the anxiety that it brings, and this is very important. Talking about COVID-19, the other importance of mental health is that it helps us to be able to deal with the different changes in our lives. So COVID came, some people lost their jobs, many people have lost their loved ones, and this is a major change. Maybe you were once working an 8 to 5, then you found yourself just being at home, or maybe you had your mom, your friend, your relative, and now they are no more. So when you are mentally healthy, you are able to deal with these changes, because unfortunately change is inevitable. You might even change from being a child to a teenager to an adult to old age, and it is important to adapt accordingly so that you can move through the changes instead of maybe being stuck. The way we say, you might find someone who is acting childish and they are an adult. That is because maybe they didn't know how to change and adapt accordingly to the change. So that is another importance of mental health. The last importance is that mental health helps you be productive. When I'm talking about productivity, it can either be in your personal life. Maybe you want to lose weight, maybe you want to have that self-development, career growth, personal development. Maybe it's at your work, there are duties that you have been assigned. Maybe it is in school, you have different subjects, you need to do different tasks, you're given assignments. So when you are mentally healthy, then you're able to give it your all. You know what I mean? Instead of just giving the bare minimum, as I usually call it, maybe just know nitalipwa mshahara at the end of the month, which is not a good attitude to have. So you can be able to give it your all every single day. I have talked about 5 importances of mental health, and to conclude it all, what I am trying to say is that you may find that you're excelling in one field and maybe suffering in another. So it is really good to be able to identify the areas that you're really good at and celebrate that, keep going at it. And when you find that you're struggling in one area, let's say a person like me, maybe I don't know how to make friends easily, so I may think about how can I be able to make new friends. If maybe I'm struggling in the area of maybe I hate my job, so I ought to find out why and what I can do about it. It may not necessarily be changing my job, maybe it can be just maybe changing my attitude and improving in that area. And now lastly, if maybe you find that you are not able to improve in these things, then you may need help, and it is totally okay, and there is so much help out here. It could be seeking from a professional. You can talk to other people who are excelling in that thing. You may have peer support groups. Whatever way, just make sure that you get help and you are able to constantly improve in these different areas of your life. That is it for today's video. I hope you have learned something. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, bye bye.